Hi everyone, let's talk about the growing concern surrounding Cameroon's President Paul Biya, who has been in power since 1982. He hasn't been seen in public for weeks, foiling rumors about his health, and yes, some even say that he may have passed away. But here's the thing. Despite President Biya's prolonged absence, some of his supporters are trying to shift public opinion and ignore what the Constitution of Cameroon actually says. Take Minister Paul Atanganji's Territorial Administration Minister, for instance. He claimed that President Biya is an institution and even prohibited public discussions about his health, violating the same constitution which guarantees free speech. Yes, you as a Cameroonian, you do have the right to talk about your own president. I also have the right to talk about the president. And then there's Professor Mesanga Nyamding. He recently said that if President Biya doesn't run in the next election, let me quote him, we've already got a list of the 13 people ready to replace him, with Rene Emmanuel Sadi at the top. Seriously? This completely ignores the fact that the president hasn't been seen since September 8th and the current realities of his absence. But here's the truth. Cameroon's 1996 constitution, which was later amended in 2008, has a clear plan for situations like this. If the president is temporarily unavailable, he can delegate his powers to the prime minister, head of government, for short-term situations like medical treatment or diplomatic trips. But this time, we are not talking about temporary absence. That is because the president has been absent for a long time. As such, if the president's absence continues or the president passes away, Article 6 comes into play. This is for a permanent vacancy, whether due to death, resignation, or permanent incapacity. In that case, Senate President, currently who is Nyat Njifendi, becomes interim president. And if he cannot step in, which is very, very likely given his age, this is his picture and health condition, one of the five vice presidents will take over, starting with the first vice president, Abubakari Abdullahi, who is in the northern part of Cameroon. Once the vacancy is declared, Cameroon must hold an election within 120 days. During that time, the interim president cannot dissolve the parliament or make any major changes to the constitution, and they cannot stand for elections. They are just there to keep things stable until a new president is elected. And here's another key point. If the president is absent for more than 40 or 45 days without an explanation,
à qui le peuple camerounais a confié les clés de la maison commune, Paul Biya, est son nom.
To declare the presidency vacant. This rule exists to prevent extended absences from destabilizing the country, which is what is happening in Cameroon now. So the question now is whether the National Assembly and or the Constitutional Council respect the law of the country in the next few days. This is very important because we have seen smooth transitions in many other African countries. Remember Nigeria in 2010 after President Yar'Adua's death. Vice President Goodluck Jonathan took over, ensuring a smooth transition. Can Cameroonians hope for this kind of transition in line with the Constitution? That is an important question to answer, given that President Paul Biya is now 91 and is still missing from public view. Many Cameroonians are already wondering, is the country prepared for a transition in the first place? Despite what some officials are saying, the Constitution is very, very clear. Let us stop the propaganda. Let us stop deceiving the Cameroonian public as if we do not have access to this Constitution or what the law actually stipulates. The real question is, will it be followed when the time comes, or will they choose to destabilize the country by ignoring what the Constitution says? Please, guys, you have to stay informed about what is happening in Cameroon and what should happen next in case of any eventuality, in case something happens. Big changes could be coming for Cameroon, and we'll keep you updated on what the Constitution says, what the law of our country says. Supporters of President Paul Biya are going on TV and saying online as if we are ignorant Cameroonians. We know what the laws are, and we will not just sit by and allow people to deceive Cameroonians. The laws are there, the Constitution is there, and they must be respected. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.